Hello, my beauties. Right before your video, we have the beautiful goddess harmonized with the cosmos box. Love, love, love this. So you guys, this is the Mercury retrograde kit, and I love this so much. We get rough black tourmaline with it, good medicine beauty lab detox mask. I love detox masks. I feel like they are the bomb. This I loved so much. I just kept smelling it and smelling it. I couldn't stop. The House of Intuition incense blend. Mercury retrograde. Oh my gosh, everything in there smells so, so good. Kate's Magic White Sage and Sacred Mist. Smells like heaven. Reiki infused cleansing mist made of white sage. Love it, love it, love it. And then this Planets Align loose incense holder, which is so lovely. This particular one was super impressive. I really like. The favorite of all time is the gorgeous Astro Glorious Mercury in Retrograde Journal. I want to just show you really quickly. I was really impressed with this. So here we have survival guide, all these wonderful things in it. Oh, we got our zodiacs up in here. We got some things we can write down. You know, you guys, journaling is everything. When we have a thought and we take the time to put it down on paper, it means it's important to us. So we pay attention to it, and then we release it out in the universe, and good things really come of it. So I was really excited about this beautiful, beautiful box. Amazing. Thank you so much, you glorious, amazing people over at Goddess. And if you guys just want to screenshot that if you're curious about what these things are too, and if you come over to IG, I always have a picture of this stuff and then this as well. So enjoy your video, everybody, and away we go. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey, and let's see what you are meant to hear today. So we're going to start with the Green Man, and I love this card so much because of the sentiment at the bottom saying, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. This is something I reiterate for myself every single morning when I wake up. And I do feel a sense of abundance, and it gives me gratitude, and it also makes me feel generous with those around me. I like to go out and put feed out for the other animals and birds and kitties. And whenever I might run into somebody, whether they are like homeless at the side of the highway, make sure I have a little extra money to share food or whatever, because I truly have so much gratitude for the fact that I have food in my refrigerator, coffee even more so sometimes. All of that. Today was a beautiful day. I just got to walk in circles in the most beautiful weather in this gorgeous park, lush green grass, took off my shoes, watched the dogs play, watched the kids laughing. I just saw some really great, beautiful, natural, you know, amenities that were surrounding me. And I thought how lucky it is that I have a job where I can work in the middle of the night if I'm inspired to, that I can work at 6 a.m. if I'm inspired to, and I can go out and enjoy this beautiful spring richness. So what do you have around you right now? Just look around you right now and think, do I have a roof over my head? Do I have food in my refrigerator? Do I have a family member that is here that I love and that loves me? Do I have a pet? Do I have an annoying cat that knocks everything over but I still love? Those types of things. You know, everything the Green Man touches turns to gold, or rather green. You know, he is the ultimate expression of abundance, and more specifically, the abundance mindset. And it really is easy to switch on. Just look around and see one thing that you cherish or love right near you. I love the fact right now that I'm surrounded by all these wonderful, fantastic tarot and oracle decks, and I have some new beads. I'm going to make some jewelry. It makes me feel really great that I can afford to go into great creative endeavors and have the resources that I want. So when the Green Man comes into the reading, it invites you into this earthy layer that infuses you with the spirit of wealth. Money will flow to you with ease. Opportunities will suddenly come knocking to you, or you will find the fulfillment of a goal just within reach. This is also a sign that you are on the right path of what you are doing and now working on. So keep at it. Even if you've just started and you've just inched your way in the door, you've started, whether you're working on a school project, you're doing spring cleaning, you put in anything, a visa application, you just started painting your house, whatever it is, know that you're on the right path. And I started this thing for myself, and I'm really proud of myself because I recognize that I do much better when I get up early and I go directly out and I go to a park and I start walking and exercising. So I really just get on my shoes and I go. And then my day begins with fresh air, and it makes a different kind of environment for me. And also the green man loves nature and finds it inspiring and finds it helpful. So this definitely shows that you are living life and enjoying all the fruits of your labor. You're going to feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people also take notice and seek your advice, knowing that you have a lot to share. Because the green man is the giver and provider of wealth. So be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in your good fortune. So many people have messaged me in the past going, oh, I would love to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, why don't you? Whether you are talking about motherhood, whether you are talking about trauma issues, whether you are talking about spirituality, a combination of everything, whatever it is, there is always somebody that can eke out some wonderful, understanding of what it was like to be there. And when you have other people that feel like they're not alone by just listening to you, or feeling that energy, it's so wonderful. And I've had so many people that go, I don't even care if one person watches. The fact that I did it and I was inspired to do it, it's very cleansing and clearing and helpful to you as well. So if you have any knowledge to share it. I almost stopped. I saw these young girls get in this huge argument. They were in this kind of like class group, until I saw the teacher. I was going to intervene. One girl was running and one stopped really abruptly, and the other one smacked into her and then said, oh, I'm sorry. And before she could get out like what had happened, the other girl was like, bah, right in her face and yelling. And what happens is, when very young people are surrounded by their peers, they feel like they kind of have to peacock and all of this. And I was like, oh gosh. But luckily the teacher came in. She was behind all of them. But I almost, it was one of those things where a calm presence sometimes is all people need if they are feeling agitated, anxious, or, just aggressive. And we all have moments, right? We have moments. I got so mad at my phone today when I was driving, because I love Juicy Scoop and I was listening to it, but Heather McDonald has way too many commercials like in her thing. Like, I feel like they talk a couple sentences, and when I'm driving, you have to put skip ads or you have to listen to a bunch of ads. And I got so mad, and I was like, wow, there's so many commercials in this. I just want to hear it. It was so funny. I'm like, why are you getting worked up? You're such a spouse. I was like, calm down. It was so funny. But then it was just one of those things, when we get tired and we're at our bandwidth, we need to get back into that green man mindset of, I am abundant, I have all the time in the world, I can rest when I want, and all of that, and cherish that. So I love that for group one. If that's you, just know I love all those messages, are wonderful. You are now going to be infused with the spirit of wealth. You're on the right path. What you're doing now is working. Keep at it. You're about to get those fruits of your labor. I love it. Be generous, share, and watch it come back tenfold. This happened to me today too. I needed a very specific amount for a thing that I was doing, and I thought, I really have to, eke out this amount. And I'm not kidding you, right when I was thinking about that, a couple hours later, that exact amount came through on my PayPal. And I was like, hallelujah. So that's what I'm talking about. When we are generous and giving, and we do have that wealth abundance mindset, money comes into us, which I love. So let's look at Bonfire. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. I love that. And I am a total, I am a fire person. I have fire in my chart. I love it. I love fire gazing. I love just looking at, a single candle, a single flame. I feel like it's very helpful for everything. So I love that too. Remembrance. It's through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence. So this talks about, a reminder to seek growth, fertility, and abundance, and to remember the dark days would be followed by light and all would be well again. In this way, bonfires represent a remembrance of light within our spirit, a call to really reclaim our inner power. Ask yourself right now, am I full of inspiration and dreams, but I fail to take action? Sometimes I'll do this, I'll shelve this, or I won't have the physical stamina to do something, but I'll know it's a great idea. So I'll remember we all have the inner power, but left unused, this power sinks into the background. Allowing your inner force to dwindle can lead to undesirable side effects, such as low self-esteem. I used to do this to myself. I get all these great ideas. I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that. But I'd overpack my schedule, overwhelm myself, procrastinate, and sometimes do nothing. And then I would be really bummed, and then we can lack motivation. It can bring negative feelings or stagnation, confusion, anything. So the more your power is left unused, the less confidence you have to seek out the dreams that are yours to claim. And the Bonfire card brings you the gift of remembering the force within you that guides you to act upon these desires that come up within our heart. Again, I call it the 5-second rule. If my body's like, you really need to move, 5-second rule, sneakers on, out I go, or I just stand up and start moving. At the store, don't start over in the snack section. Go right over to produce, things of that nature. We all, and as humans, we all have this crazy, like cycle of wants, right? We wake up, and sometimes it's for no good reason either. It could be materialism, something you see on TV. It could be an ad and go, oh, I would really love that. Whatever, perfume, handbag, trip, whatever it is, right? And we start to get back in this habitual cycle of wanting. So instead of wanting, say, what really do I need right now? What's going to make me feel happy? What would my inner child love to do? Would it love to just go walking in the forest by itself and listening to beautiful music? Would it love to go make water balloons and throw them at, my friends? Whatever it is, that's a bonfire. Act on these. Let go of fear. Release all of that and know that we can do, be, say, think, feel anything that we want. And when that sense of urgency comes on, act on it. It is literally that cosmic frisbee that is thrown to us. It says, write that screenplay, write this. It doesn't say you have to do everything in a day. Just begin the process and don't doubt yourself. This great idea came to you because you are meant to be inspired and create something wonderful. So I love that energy group too. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to post, like, and subscribe. And if you would like a private read, all my information is right on the thumbnail. Go out. One thing today, if you get a little inclination and you feel inspired, do it. Stop at that craft store. Stop at that bead shop. Stop at that, stationery store. Start writing, start dreaming, start painting. All of those things. Yeah, I get bummed out when I shelve something I know is a fantastic idea, because I just think, oh, well, for whatever want of physical motivation, whatever it is. And no, I'm not going to let go of this. And say to yourself, I'm going to act on this. This is a fantastic idea. This is something I'm meant to do. I'm going to take charge. I'm going to go for it. And then you'll feel that like, woo, you'll get all amped up, which I love. So go, number 2, go. So now we are number 3, which is primal. There is no other way around but through the very truth that lives in you. And before I saw anything that was in the book on this really reminded me, when we're our organic and authentic selves, something wonderful happens. We relax into a state of just chillness because we don't have to be performative. We are very present moment aware because we want to hear what's being said and thought and discussed and all of that. And primal is like instinctual. Instinctually, we know kind of intuitively what is the right move. Because there's a primal force that flows in all of us, and we feel it when our stomach rumbles and we're hungry, and the urge to eat, all of this. These urges guide us to seek shelter when it rains, to cover up when we're cold, to run when you're afraid. All of these are seen as necessary for survival, and other urges, such as honoring your wild, your uninhibited self, your raw nature, are not always welcome in modern society, but they are equally essential to living. That's why I love dance. When you see kids sometimes, like on TikTok videos, they are moving to the rhythm, and that's what that primal urge is. You're moving to your natural rhythm, right? I love people that just, unabashed. I'm out there when it comes to being in public because I'm listening to funny podcasts. I'll just start laughing. I don't censure myself, and I don't feel that spotlight effect anymore that I did in my youth. So I just do my own thing. Say what I want, and I attract people like that, which is really cool. Today I was wearing this long white caftan that had these big beautiful blue flowers on it. So I was like, I just can't even tell you how much I love that. And I was like, me too. When I saw it, I was like, I had to have it, and I just got it yesterday. And we just start talking about anything that our wild uninhibited self lets us say hello to strangers, talk to them, compliment them, find out where they got that cool hat, whatever it is. This is here to challenge us to let go of what we think we're supposed to do so we can become who we really are. And ask yourself right now, do you feel constraint in certain social groups or within your family? Why is that? Because are they having transactional love for you? Like, oh, you're really lovable and special if you do this. We want unconditional love where we can be as exceptional and wild as we want, and just feel like, accept me or not, take it or leave it. Consider whether you are living to please others, doing what is expected rather than what brings you joy and fulfillment. Are your parents trying to force a certain suitor on you, a certain school on you, a certain vocation. It's parents do things the majority of the time from a place of love, but with that love also comes fear, because they do want people to be safe, they do want people to be happy, but they don't necessarily know that people, and even in this day and age, a lot of creatives struggle with their parents, because their parents don't necessarily go, oh yeah, you're going to make a fine living on YouTube, you're going to make a fine living as a designer, an actor, whatever. You know what I mean? We do want that unconditional love and support, but sometimes it is hard for them to do them. But what brings you joy and fulfillment is all of it. And alternatively, if you find that you are in alignment with your current goals, consider whether you've been trying to emulate others rather than expressing your true self, all of this. Or, you may have similar goals as another person, but you don't have to go about achieving them in the same ways. Just really trust that who you are is more than enough, and having to change your core nature is not acceptable, to adapt to fit in right now. Sometimes we might need a social detox. Social media is a powerful tool, but it can create anxieties and stress when you don't feel like you are where you're meant to be. People are posting their best, most winningest moments, not their failures. So we have to remember that. And every once in a while, we have to just take a break from that too, and not be influenced by social media as much. Whatever. I use it as a tool. I like to see art. I like to see people's new creations and to keep in contact with my friends. But I don't like to go. I'm so tired of seeing these strange people leaning back on Lamborghinis with big boxes of roses, with so much makeup and what is that other stuff? Cosmetic surgery, all the stuff, more wigs that could just bury a nation. It's it takes hours to set up these kind of false realities, and a lot of young people think, oh, that's how I should look and be. I should be in Dubai rolling in gold with my Ferraris. You know what I mean? Let's be realistic. I would much rather be in a quiet garden reading a book, having some tea with a good friend, than putting on all this front. You see in all the reality shows, so half of the time these people are fighting, they're in agitated states, they are, trying to protect these assets, so they're not generally the nicest people. So honestly, ask yourself, that primal thing is, let me get outside and be barefoot and have a good time and take care of myself and feel good about who I am. And that's what we're after. We're after grounding, stable, beautiful, emotional mindset, so we can prioritize what's important. Feeling calm, feeling out in the sun, feeling ready, feeling in that vacation kind of mindset, which I like. So that is, you guys, love and light.